Real quick, I like to go over a few basic things about the lake before I go over the route, just so people know. This is really, I'm excited. That's why I started Boots Off here, because this reservoir is quite amazing. It's got a lot of great statistics. People don't realize the history, and if you get time, you should look it up. It's not just something they flooded. I mean, the year 1900s when TVA was created, they wanted to create a series of lakes for power generation, flood control, and also just for drinking water in a lot of areas that they need drinking water. So this here has very limited industrialization around it. It's like 60% of it or so, I think maybe close to 70, is Forest Service owned, and there's only a few pockets of homes. So it's a limited build lake, which is wonderful, of course, for like this type of paddle. A lot of it's going to be, trees and right down to the water. But with that said, you have it's ranked, because of that, it's ranked in the top 10 cleanest lakes in America. It's ranked in the top 10 or 20 best fishing lakes. It's now a Bill Dance signature lake. If you know that guy, he's a full-time fisherman. So it's slated for some improvements in some areas. It's just got wonderful statistics. It's have summer pool levels and winter pool levels. And what you see here right now, the water's really high because of all the rain. So we're going to be driving in water to get to the launch area. But it's a good time. Easy to launch. Just know the shoreline is basically, like, it could be like 120 feet just off from the shoreline, 300 feet in front of the dam, average of 150 to 200 in the middle of the lake. So sometimes you can get your nose onto the edge of the shoreline, but it's a sheer drop. So keep that in mind. There's a few areas that are rampy beach areas. I'm going to point those out in a minute. But you just got to really pay attention to your surroundings. This map shows the old town of Butler right here. You will be making a turn at this marker, but the old road system, the riverbeds, Roan Creek, Watauga River, Elk River, all met downtown Butler. Now it's never really recovered. It's a small former shell of itself, but all the railroad bed. There's a second bridge under this bridge, so you're actually paddling between two bridges. It's pretty cool. And an Old Crow Medicine Show has a song out called "Half Mile Down." If you take time to YouTube it, there's a stick figure video. It's pretty interesting. It talks about the plight of the people and the struggles. Of course, nobody around here in Appalachia likes the government, and so there was a big to-do about that. And some of the graves in this small graveyard here and the small wooden homes down in the holler, they were brought up from the bottom of the lake and situated in these hollers. Trail, it doesn't show it on the map here. It kind of comes over Pond Mountain on the ridge down by Boots Off. But it does kind of show you here. This gray line is the trail over the dam up on the ridge. Try to keep it as close as possible. The lake is 16 miles long, 10.4 square miles in area, so it's really big. So we try to shorten it because for most people, 8 to 10 mile paddle, even with me going over proper techniques, you will feel it in your upper body, which is a nice change of pace for hikers than your legs. But some people, like I said, can't make it, and we have to work that out because there's not a lot of places just to grab you. There's mountains everywhere. But there's also limited services. There's still a little cell service here, whereas up here there's hardly any services. If you ever get lost, it's really hard to find you. So when I tell you in a second here about the route, please just don't get lost if you can help. Usually people getting really drunk is what happens. But you can, at any time, you have your little blue dot from Far Out or Google Maps, and you can make sure your little blue dot you can see Boots Off, and you're trying to get to this new town of Butler over here, and that's what you're really trying to do. So if you think you've missed something, stop and orientate yourself, just like you would on the trail. Don't keep on paddling into the, wild blue yonder.
Why are you looking at me, dude?
Oh shit. All right, so he's the one we got to put a GPS device up. All right. Now for you, if you want your box, you only have one box to choose, right? So look at your bed. You don't have to worry about it. You're looking really good. Yeah, get this figured out. Make sure this is good.
I tried to zoom in, which probably was a bad idea.